We're in the map and ready to go. Millennium Stephano in the pink trunks playing ZerG to the northwest of this particular map, the Shakuras Plateau, versus his opponent in the long by ground cross position. It is Mouse Sports MaNa. He is in the green trunks playing Protoss to the southeast.
And the reason why it's so difficult to establish that third base, why MaNa had trouble, is because Stephano, that's his game plan, man. If you're on two bases, you're going forge, fast, expand, he will rush, depending on what you are doing, to a certain amount of drones and then produce nothing but units. So at that point, as a Protoss player, you either expand or you lose an attack. Either way, the units that Stephano makes at that point come into efficiency, because then all of a sudden, you have to defend a third base and there's so many units, and if you don't have enough army of yourself, Stephano will crush you, and that's why it's such a hard balance for Protoss players to actually play in a good and fast game against Stephano.
Very true, very true. Stephano now making his way out, just using the Overlord Scout up to the top to make sure before he sends a scout over there. Pylon on the bottom ground. Is anyone surprised by what is coming? I certainly think not. The Forge Fast Expand right about there. The 14 Forge right there, just wants to be very, very careful.
It's a gateway, man.
It's a gateway, never mind.
It's a gateway.
I'm an idiot.
The Overlords, because usually if an Overlord goes in, sometimes players don't even drone scout on this map because you say, well, I can get my Overlords there, it's going to be Forge Fast Expand every game. This actually could do significant amount of damage. The probe does come in, sees a pretty early spawning pool, it's like 14 supply there, but the thing is though, pressure can come from this, and it could still be one gateway expand, but it's just that option not to let Stephano mass drones early on to a certain point.
Yeah, it's very true. The Overlord coming around the side just to get into scouting position, but it is going to take a while for that to happen. Pool was put down just to make sure that no pylon block would happen, but MaNa still being an absolute pain in the ass with that, and thankfully, Stephano's able to get that down there, and the block does not occur. MaNa's going to just have a look at the main base for a second, just check there's no funny business going on. No gas as of yet to be expected. A couple of links coming out as well, and Cybercore at the front here.
Yeah, this is the best case scenario for MaNa, that they hadn't spawned close by air because there's no drone scout. The Overlords don't get there that fast, and the pressure doesn't directly have to come from any waypointed units from the gateway, but just poking out, just to the halfway line, clearing the Xel'Naga towers, is pressure to force Stephano to build lings rather than drones. So that's what I'm sure we're going to be seeing here from MaNa, and he should be going for a one gateway expand here because he still has the option to poke out with minimal units and doesn't need to overcommit in the gateway production, but still anything could happen. But most likely now we will see that Nexus come down, and Stephano still no idea with what's going on, and actually going to throw down a third base blindly, expecting MaNa to do something here. So we actually could see 3 gateways now into an expansion.
Very easily, if MaNa actually sees it, and then he'll be able to apply a bunch of pressure to it.
He's just going to do it now,
2 more. Whoa, not 2 more.
4 more, man. All right, so we're going to have a 4-gate come out from MaNa here, and this is good, man. This is so good.
Very good.
Now we do have the Overlord. Hasn't seen it yet. Still, he's blind. He's actually still blind. Stephano hasn't even poked up with a ling yet.
He's about to get a nasty, nasty surprise.
And he moves in with the Overlord now and is like, wait, Total Biscuit, you telling me there's no expansion? What the hell? And he's immediately going to have to produce lings because he's like, whoa. And the thing is, that extractor you guys see in the production tab is the first extractor. He's only going to have slow lings, and I think MaNa's just mind game the crap out of Stephano.
I think he has. You wouldn't mind getting the crowd of everyone. Oh, it's Forge Fast Expand map. No, we're going to 4-gate. He cuts probes on 22. This is going to be a good, solid 4-gate as well. He's got everything he needs to get this pylon down.
20 lings, though. Whoa.
It's scary, isn't it? The question is, can they get there in time?
He needs to get that pylon down. Lings are about to come out. They are slow lings, but will the pylon complete? He has to warp in 4 zealots. That sentry is going to be key. That sentry has the 2 force fields available to wrap around that pylon to make sure they can continue to warp in units. He is expanding behind this, but he's going to deal significant amount of damage.
I would have actually honestly liked to have seen MaNa put it up here, because then he could have used the force field to actually block off this ramp and fight from inside. Admittedly, he wouldn't be able to escape, but he gets it down. He's got more reinforcements. I don't know if those lings are really enough to kill that many zealots. I guess we're about to find out. Here comes the pain.
He's building 8 drones, Stephano. He sees the expansions. He's like, oh, he's probably just going to expand behind this. LOL. No, man.
And here come the Lings on the way, but...
Oh, counterattack could be deadly,
there's actually no block. He doesn't have a building. He didn't wall himself in. Stephano's got all the way into the main base, and this could be absolutely crucial.
All the gateways are there, and there's not going to be any pylons.
Oh, cancellation. All 4 gateways.
Oh man, so this is, oh boy. Look at all the damage being done by MaNa on the natural, but the main base is untouched. He still has so many minerals to defend it, and he's actually coming back. He's leaving a couple of units, realizing that you can't warp in units, come defend with probes, while sending all the Lings back, man. And I actually feel that we're going to see a GG from MaNa. Look at all these Lings. Oh my god.
There's so many. There are so many. He's even got the Queen support and the drone support to clean this up. This is a horrible position for MaNa. He did make a colossal blunder in letting everything in there. It was the right decision there by Stephano, and you can see MaNa just microing for his life here, keeping all of the Zealots alive for the moment, doing incredibly well, but eventually they will fall, and at that point, what do? You've taken so much damage, and Stephano's like, I guess I'm gonna build drones now.
Oh man, 10 drones in production for Stephano, and he successfully holds the early aggression from MaNa, who is gonna continue to play through, of course, but he's down. Oh my god.
26 supply at 8 minutes into the game.
Yeah, let's have a look at that. 18 probes, 41 drones, 3 Zealots coming into pressure while Stephano's droning, but speed is done. 14 Lings about to pop out. Oh man, he's gonna still savor it though. He's got a lot of chrono boost. He can continue to chrono boost into the Nexus to get that probe count high, but oh boy, is it looking bad.
It is looking horrendous, and it was a good choice. It was a great little mind game, but unfortunately, one of the things you kind of have to do in this situation is to at least just leave one unit there to stop it, or just wall off with a building. And Lings even get in to kill one of those sentries as well. Tries to force field it in, but it's not enough, and ends up losing that gas-heavy unit. The Lings end up surrounding that Zealot and killing it off as well. That gateway at the front's still unpowered.
Yeah, and he's just watching sentries now, so he's like, all right, well, I guess I'm not going to die to any more aggression. How do I go from here? And let's have a look at that unit tab. Oh my god, Stephano, man. Just like throws down another expansion in the bottom left.
Why
He's
not?
Like,
what reason does he have?
Good luck with your sentries, man. See you on 5 bases, and just continues to macro up.
Yeah, well, in this, in an FFE situation, it's like I drove for 8 minutes. In this situation, you can drone for pretty much as long as you want, I think, and then just bash down the front door, and a massive transfer there for Stephano. 56 drones more on the way. A macro hatch in the main base. 5 hatcheries at 10 minutes, entirely standard.
Yeah, he throws down the layer so late. There's no reason to rush up to layer. He just makes sure he takes the economic advantage. 61 drones versus 37. Income, 1600 for Stephano, 1100 now for dear MaNa. And he has thrown down the robotics facility, so maybe we'll see that warp prism come out again, and he'll try to play the same like last game, but at such a significant disadvantage.
Yeah, he's playing from way behind compared to what his first game was. He really is. And Stephano just seems to have MaNa's number. And I don't really blame him, because a long time ago, MaNa was losing against every Zerg. Yeah? And who did he go to for advice? Who did he go to as a training partner? It was actually Stephano. And Stephano knows MaNa better than pretty much any other Zerg player, I feel, at this point.
No.
Oh, no! Yeah, more get in, and so much damage could be inflicted here. The force fields are thankfully good, and there's enough sentry firepower to keep it there, but even then, wasted mining time. MaNa just can't afford that right now.
Yeah, and he's trying to go for this little immortal push out soon, probably with +1, but let's have a look at Infestate. 21 drones. Jesus, Stephano, calm down. He's at 58 now. He's going to rush up over that 70 mark, and infestation pit down, you name it, man. Stephano is... There's like hardly any options for Stephano to lose this game now, unless the panic button was hit where DTs was surprisingly to come out, but very easily, Overseer can be made, can go check out, but he's seen the robotics facility tech, so he knows that it's not going to happen anyway, and is just gladly getting ready to accept this push.
And he shouldn't have too many problems doing it. Honestly, he has the edge. That creep is already over halfway across the map, and he just doesn't miss a beat with creep. It's crazy. The tumor finishes, and immediately another set of 3 come down. The spread is amazing and very difficult to clean out. And Stephano's just going to make his way through here to make sure there's no cheeky pylon or warp-ins on the lower ground or anything along those lines. And MaNa's in a nasty spot. He's confined to his base. Stephano has free reign anywhere he wants to go.
All right, and so we will be seeing MaNa move out very shortly. And it looks like he's just going to go for Killing Blow. He's throwing 3 more gateways down, but this Killing Blow from MaNa is going to backfire a little bit. 6 Infestors coming, and basically Stephano is playing against the AI, man. He's just like, whatever, I'm just going to go all the way, 200 supply. I don't really mind what you do. And MaNa's going to push out very shortly here as we see him move down. +1 near completion. Warp Prism as well to help reinforce this, but oh man, these Lings, 1-1, 2-2 on the way, 8 Infestors about to roll out as well. You just be able to fungal growth and just attack with Lings.
It's such a shame, isn't it, really? MaNa's just an amazingly promising Protoss, but at the moment he's still dealing with school. He's only playing part-time. I can only hope that he reaches his potential once all that is sorted out, but Stephano just seems monstrous in this matchup at the moment. He really does. MaNa's rollout looks very, very anemic in comparison to what his opponent's going to be able to bring to bear on him.
Very clumped up too, Total Biscuit, and
yes, it does.
he's got to be careful. No Fungal Growths land yet, but I'm sure there will be one.
He's biding his time. He's getting the perfect position. He doesn't want to waste anything. And then the Lings from hell come in from all sides. The surround occurs and the Fungals land. Perfectly executed. And by executed, I mean off with his head. That entire army is about to get crushed completely. They're holding out simply by the virtue of force fields. 2 more Fungals end up landing on top of that. The army is gone from all sides.
MaNa says never, and picks up his Immortals.
He's lucky there's no fungal growth left to stop that from happening.
And yeah, this is really gloomy, man.
It's pretty brutal, honestly. It's difficult to watch, honestly, from a Protoss perspective. The supply lead is almost 100. He's going to charge directly in there. He does have Infestor support with absolutely no energy whatsoever aside from those Infested Terrans that he's going to put down there, which will deal with those Immortals very nicely indeed. And eventually he's going to get that surround, force his way through, and there's the GG.